obviously there's a lot going on in your life and your family in this circumstance. This one, 662, is in my queue now. Laura put it in there. And you admitted to taking some item. Then after this, you had some other things going on. I set the matter for sentencing today. And here we are. You posted a $100 bond in this case. Ended up on Facebook and social media, and everybody had an opinion about it. What would you like me to know, Mr. Gibson?
When we were here previously, when she did the plea, the court, I think, inquired if that she had any documentation to show that she had taken apparently one of her children to the Center for Health and Wellness on that same day. And so she did present today, it looks like a one-page medical record from Center for Health and Wellness dated January 9th, 2024 for one of her children.
Well, she said that they went by ambulance, in fact, hadn't they?
No, I went by ambulance that night to a mental facility because this completely destroyed my family.
And so if the court, I can provide the court the medical record if they want, if the court needs the medical record.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Now, as far as the case goes, you know, there appears to be, you know, her version is that, you know, it was an accident, and that the police report indicates that they didn't see her talking on a phone, and so that, you know, I think it's implied that she intentionally, you know, stole this. But, you know, as the court already is aware, she did, you know, suffer a lot of emotional distress over this when it was posted on Facebook. And, you know, I think that sometimes maybe younger people, I think, you know, that can even be a bigger deal. I think, you know, social media tends to be more important for the younger you are. But I do believe she obviously had a lot of stress from it. So if we're talking about, you know, punishment and reformation of the offender, you know, I think that this incident has caused her a lot of stress to where I hope she's going to learn from this. And I think she will hopefully tell the court she will. So I would ask the court to consider fines and costs and potentially community service or probation. But I would ask the court to, you know, refrain from sentencing the defendant to any jail time for this. I believe she understands that this was something that, you know, she made a terrible mistake. And, you know, it's my understanding that after this happened and it was posted on Facebook, that she did have, I think, a friend or family member of hers contact the store to see if she could possibly either return the item or pay for it right, you know, at that time. And, you know, they indicated that they were just, you know, that they were pressing charges and they didn't want to take the payment or anything. But she did try to resolve it, because I think part of the reason why this caused her so much stress is, it's my understanding, before this happened, she was like a regular customer at that store.
That's what the owner said. And
felt that she had, a relationship with the store. So I think, so I would ask the court, as I say, to provide a sentence that takes all this into account. Thank you.
Did you spend a night in jail?
No, that night, this when it came about and I realized what had happened, I had checked myself into a mental institution. The amount of Facebook criticism that I got it didn't just affect me, Judge, but it affected my kids, my family. I mean,
did they actually post the footage of the incident on the?
Yeah. I mean, I felt like I was under.
We've got Kleenexes right there.
I felt like I was on trial on Facebook. I mean, I got so many shares, and my kids had to endure that at school, and it was completely out of character for me. And I feel like just this past year has just been a downward spiral.
Well, let's see if we can stop it. I've got to do the sentencing next week on the other case. But you posted $100 bond. It's a first offense retail fraud. I understand that the owner was angry. But yeah, in a world we live in now, a lot of stuff gets posted on social media and it takes on a life of its own. You owe $54 and $125 in costs.
Okay.
And how much is that? Is $179. And the attorney fee will be $11. Mr. Gibson certainly did $21. Total is $200. You posted $100 of bond, so you owe $100. The restitution will come out of the bond, so Ms. Hitt will get paid forthwith. I'm going to give you until November 6th.
Thank you, your judge.
If you need more time, we can talk about it.
Okay.
Now, there you go.
Thank you.
Now, this deal about the treatment relates to which case?
The treatment, after it came about to where I realized what had happened, I had put myself into a mental institution on 2 different occasions.
Yeah, you told me that,
and I had submitted documentation to my lawyer indicating what dates that I was there.
I got it. Because this occurred January 9th.
Yep.
So here, fast forward to the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
I started when I was the prosecutor an embezzlers treatment group.
Okay.
And I was very proud of it. And I continued it when I was judge. There's a category of property offenders, retail fraud, embezzlement, many of which are women. Mm-hmm. Who have a compulsion to steal as a result of childhood trauma. And they're walking around with all kinds of baggage, and it results in, as adults, stealing stuff. So you would have been a perfect fit for our embezzler treatment program, but it died on the vine because the circuit court quit using it. Everyone quit using it after it lived for a while. But anyway, there's a new charge that you haven't been arrested or arraigned on yet. Mm-hmm. File number 241481 alleges that on or about July 4th, you were at the Walmart store in Three Rivers and you took something and skip scanned it. If I never saw another skip scan, it'd be all right with me. Allegation is, this is all on video, of $106.88. That's a misdemeanor. They charge this under city ordinance, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. How do you plead to that charge?
I don't remember being there on that day. However, if I was there and they have video, I feel like with everything that had happened prior to a couple of weeks ago with my domestic violence case, I think it just all goes hand in hand.
All right. right, there is a charge where you could plead no contest. By pleading no contest, you don't admit what happened, but you also don't deny what happened. And you allow or accept that a conviction would enter. This was
What does that mean?
well, I'll explain in a minute. See if this jogs your memory. You were in the store for 48 minutes. You scanned a comforter set that was worth $56.88, but you put a $5.96 tag on it. You scanned a $39 camera that didn't scan and 2 sodas. You paid for the sodas and the small blanket. You purchased $10.77 worth of stuff with a $20 bill, but the other items totaled $107, I think is what they said. 106.88. All right. One reason for pleading no contest is you don't have a memory of what happened. This happens sometimes in alcohol cases. Someone is drinking and driving, they hit a tree and they don't remember anything about it, and they wake up in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, well, I didn't say I didn't do it, I just don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's no contest. If you plead no contest, you don't admit what you did, but you also don't deny it. You would accept or allow that a conviction would enter. If you do plead no contest to this, I'm going to set it for sentencing at the same time as the domestic violence case.
What does sentencing look like?
I don't know, probably a fine, but you need some probation. Now, it also says you have a fraud charge out of Elkhart, Indiana.
Mm.
I also located a valid warrant out of Indiana for Brooks with Indiana pickup only. You have an open warrant for your arrest from the state of Indiana.
I'll make sure that I contact them.
So I want to know about that. So you have enough insight to know that you need help.
Mm-hmm.
So you've checked yourself in for psychiatric treatment. I want to know about that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know about this Elkhart charge.
Okay.
I want to know if there's something else out here I don't know about.
Okay.
So you can plead no contest. You can also plead not guilty. If you want to plead not guilty to it, I can set it for further pretrial at a later date with an attorney. So if you plead no contest, I'll set it for sentencing with the other case on Wednesday. If you plead not guilty, I will set it for a pretrial and appoint a lawyer for you.
And how long will that be?
The next pretrial would be October 4th.
Okay, I'll just do no
contest.
or not guilty.
All right, not guilty. All right, that's fine. You can't go to Walmart.
Okay.
This is an open warrant. Arraignment. You're not guilty.
And then do I just contact them?
I'll give you the paperwork. You're not guilty. Appoint an attorney.
Okay.
Let's set attorney pretrial for $10, $5, $8:30. Call warrant. Bond $200 PR. May not enter Walmart.
Okay.
I saw on that paperwork you gave me that you got your prescriptions at Walmart.
No, I have my prescriptions at Walgreens.
Oh, Walgreens. All right, very good. You can go to Walgreens. You can't go to Walmart.
Okay. And can I ask a question?
Yes.
So will I contact that warrant department and figure out what I need to do with them?
In Indiana?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Elkhart County, yes.
okay,
I don't, that's all I know about it.
okay,
But they have a warrant for your arrest for some sort of fraud charge, but they didn't want to extradite you. So I don't know anything about what
Okay.
it's about.
I will definitely call them today and figure out what is going on there.
All right. I recall this incident. All right. We need to go out to the counter to post that PR bond. Now, they're gonna give you the attorney's name and number. I want you to call them.
Okay,
They're gonna get this police report, including this video. So you can see the video, and maybe that'll help jog your memory,
okay,
or maybe it'll show you didn't do it. I don't know, but
okay.
you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Judge.
I have an online meeting with the Supreme Court that starts in 1 minute. Somewhere in here, I'm supposed to eat lunch.